Hello, my name is Ripley. Welcome to the video.
What's up, schmucks? Today, we conclude this series of reviews for all the episodes of the latest MCU show, What If? So here we go. We're doing full spoilers, so here we go. Episode 9 of What If is here, and it asks the question, what if the Watcher broke his oath? And it serves as a direct sequel to every episode of Season 1, especially Episode 8, where we were introduced to Infinite Ultron, the proper version of Ultron. Make this into a hot toy. Give me this shit. This is cool. Anyway, I'm gonna cover what I liked about this episode first, and then we're gonna move into what I didn't like. First up, I liked most of the character interactions in this episode, especially during the fight against Ultron. Seeing everyone teaming up to bring down a massive threat was awesome, especially when they were stringing together different combo moves, which was something that we didn't get a lot of in the actual Avengers movies. So seeing it here, I thought was wicked cool. I also really liked the part where this episode ended, because overall, I didn't like this episode. I think this is the worst episode of the season. Let me tell you why. Something a lot of these episodes struggled with was a consistent tone between what we were shown and what we would hear. There is some gnarly shit going on in these episodes, from beheadings to impalements to planets being obliterated to people destroying entire realities, and all of that gets undercut by these cringy, unfunny jokes and horrible one-liners. And the stupid jokes are seemingly aimed at kids because no adult would ever find them funny, and yet these episodes are showing things that kids might find really intense. It's just not evenly distributed, and this episode in particular was absolutely riddled with these stupid jokes, and honestly, it brought the whole thing down because of it. And the solution is simple. You just don't include the horrible jokes. They're not funny. I don't think a kid would find them funny. No one finds them funny. Stop putting them in here. The episode also has some moments that seem to imply some really cool ideas, but then they receive no follow through, like Doctor Strange saying that the protection spells won't last long.
Blimey, not even a scratch. You weren't kidding about a protection spell.
You're protected, but it won't last long.
But they do. They last the entire episode. So the team is completely invincible the whole episode, whereas if the spells got weaker over time, it could have provided some tension, like when Doctor Strange fought Doctor Strange Supreme, or when zombie Wanda shows up. That could have been something, but she hits Ultron with a laser, it does nothing, and then he kills her. Like, what was the point of that? To tell us that the zombie episode is canon? No shit, it's canon. But what does that do for me? Why am I better off knowing that? Why did the zombies have to be in this episode? Why did Wanda have to show up in this episode? What did that do for the episode? It does nothing. If you need something to distract Ultron for a second so everyone can jump in a portal and leave, just have the dragons that Doctor Strange whips out do that. They can sit there for a second, distract Ultron, everybody gets away, and then Ultron gives chase. Look at that. You don't have to shoehorn the zombies in here for no reason. I also wasn't a fan of how this episode kinda lazily expands the other episodes. Not all of them, but a few. Like seeing Captain Carter just recreating the Winter Soldier was low-key stupid, and Steve Rogers being hinted at actually being the Winter Soldier was kinda stupid. I don't know, I just kinda wanted to see Captain Carter do more than just be Captain America. That's not interesting, because all this is telling me is that no matter who got the serum, whether it be Peggy Carter, Steve Rogers, or somebody else, they all became Captain America, and I don't think that's interesting. The point of this show, the point of What If, is that someone else could take on a role or a mantle, and it completely changes the universe and the character, like what they did with T'Challa's Star-Lord. But what this show is telling me is that Captain America is such a basic bitch that it doesn't matter who wields the shield and who has the serum, because all the roads lead to the same outcome, which, if that's the case, fine, okay, cool. But if that's the case, why are you spending so much time on it? If in the end, it's just a verbatim retelling of something we've already seen. Show us the war against Ego. Show us the war against Loki. The cool things. If you're just gonna do Captain America again, but it's Peggy Carter, why? What's the difference? Just show me the new things. Show me the things that are doing something new and creative. I don't want to see Captain America again. I already did. I don't need to see it again. I also didn't like the lack of closure for Killmonger's story. I didn't like how Doctor Strange Supreme's bleak and sad ending was undercut, and I didn't like that we could have had a Tony Stark and Gamora team up but never saw it. Like, that should have been its own episode. Fuck the zombies. That episode sucked. I want to see Tony Stark and Gamora teaming up. That sounds awesome. Another thing I didn't like was Ultron. Ultron was a dumbass in this episode. Man was down one Infinity Stone, and he just didn't use the rest of them the entire time. Why is he fighting? Just kill these guys and move on. And I know Doctor Strange has the protection spell on them, but why are you fist fighting them? You have the reality stone. You could alter reality. Why is he such an idiot? It'd be one thing if the team took out a few stones and he was relegated to using what he had, but that didn't happen. He was down the soul stone, the most useless one, and he didn't do shit.
You had actual power and you did jack shit.
I also have conflicting feelings on how the team beats Ultron. I did like that their initial plan fails and they have to resort to another, but I feel like they pulled an X-Men Apocalypse. So if you've seen X-Men Apocalypse, then you'd know that throughout that movie, Apocalypse does some wacky shit that he ends up not utilizing in the final battle against the X-Men, and it's bad writing to nerf a villain in the moment so the heroes can win a fight that the movie has already established is unwinnable, and I feel like that's what happened here. We got a whole episode showing us Ultron couldn't be beaten because the fucker can eat universes, and you expect me to believe he would relegate himself to a fucking fist fight? Why? Why? He's a highly intelligent robot bent on destroying the multiverse. Why would he waste his time with the fist fight? I know Doctor Strange used the protection spell, but bro, eat the fucking universe. Then somehow a virus is what beats him. An arrow goes through a being made of vibranium and a virus does him in. If he were flesh and blood and flawed like a human being, sure, why not? I could live with that. But he's not. He's a fucking AI made of vibranium, wielding the universe's most powerful objects. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't show me a 30-minute episode where the takeaway is that this dude can't be stopped, just to then tell me that all it's gonna take is a fucking USB drive. Fuck off, Marvel. Fuck off. All in all, I didn't love this episode. Quite frankly, I think I hated it. The characters verbally interacting was cringy as hell. The episode ties everything up in a largely unsatisfying way. The villain is dispatched in a way that feels unnatural for what he is presented as. And the only thing I found entertaining was all the heroes beating the shit out of Ultron in a scuffle that really shouldn't have happened. Ultimately, What If as a show, it's fine. For me personally, it leans more on the I didn't like it side. Of the episodes, I really only remember 2 of them, and those were the ones I actually liked, that being the Doctor Strange episode and the Killmonger episode. And I know at the time I probably praised a couple episodes, but I think if a couple weeks go by and I just completely forget about it, it speaks to the quality of the episode, mostly on how it's not memorable and clearly not very good. And I still maintain that the only truly great MCU show is WandaVision, but that's a topic in a video for a different time. But please, leave a comment telling me your thoughts on What If. What was your favorite episode? What would you like to see in season 2? I actually have a couple ideas for what we could see in season 2, stories I would like to see, so I might make a video about that. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.
This